You already know what it is. It's your boy Tunchi, and this is YBETV. Basically, you already know somebody that hit me up on the ybetv.org website, and I gotta respond. So make sure you hit me on the ybetv.org website. Hit the contact box, and I'm telling you, I will respond every time, possibly. All right, this one comes from my man Bill Horne. It says, "Hazmat, do I really need it?" All right, this one says, "Hey man, how's it going? Big fan of your channel and was hoping to that you could help me out. Okay, I'm looking to buy my own truck and maybe lease on with the company that's been building some capital up and then going on my own. My question is, I know that there are so many companies. Do you think having hazmat is a good thing to have? Do you have certain routes you have to go, which to me seems more work? Not saying I wouldn't do it, just thinking on more miles and cost per mile. Thanks for all you do, sir. Are you still doing a mentor program?" Um, yeah, I consider myself doing a mentor program. I do it through this, and I do it through Facebook. I try to answer whatever questions that I get, and I try to put out as much helpful information that I possibly can. Now, as far as it goes, with hazmat, do you think having a hazmat is a good thing to have? It depends on if you signed on with a company or what type of company are you signed on with. What type of area are you going into? Are you going to be in like into the reefer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're gonna be going into refrigerated, hazmat, that could be helpful, but that's just like it's not a deal killer, because if you're gonna be doing mostly refrigerated, most of the refrigerated stuff not gonna be hazmat. Now, if you're going into box, into dry van, you could get into heavy hazmat with dry van, but it depends on who you're going with. Cause like SLT, mostly hazmat. Like not mostly, like 98% of the loads that you gonna run gonna be hazmat. 99%. So every blue moon you gonna get a load that's not hazmat, and they definitely compensate you for running hazmat. So make sure it's reasonable, because like CR England give you $10 extra for having hazmat, and it's not worth it. Like you getting $10 extra for having hazmat, and every blue moon I'm gonna get that $10 because y'all really don't have a lot of hazmat loads. So it's just something like I wouldn't really worry about if I was going to England, but if I'm going to SLT, I'm definitely gonna need hazmat. So if I'm doing tanker, I would need hazmat. So it definitely depends on what industry it depends on if you're gonna get an endorsement and you're gonna go into like tanker. I would say get hazmat. If you're gonna go in a flatbed, I don't know. I don't know. So that's just one of the things as far as that goes. I wouldn't do it just thinking on more miles and cost per mile. Um, when it comes to it, like let me see, I don't have certain routes you have to go when it seems. See, it's kind of you kind of wrote it wrong. Okay, let me see if I can read this right. I know you have certain routes you have to go, which to me seems more work. Not saying I wouldn't do it, just thinking on more miles and cost per mile? Question mark. Trying to get what you mean by that. What I will say is more miles and cost per mile, like or pay per mile. I'm kind of confused by that. But what I will say is, you will possibly get more per mile dealing with hazmat if you fish around and go to the right company. Hazmat can be very lucrative if you're going into the right company. Like if you're doing tanker and you're doing hazmat, can be some good money. If you go like to Clean Harbors, oh my God, and that's a dry van. Like if you could get in with Clean Harbors, they pay, but they all hazmat. 100% of their loads are going to be hazmat. Only time you're not going to be hazmat is when you're empty. Clean Harbors is a hazmat company. They like take like chemical waste you know, like chemical waste, like whatever. It'll be flammable liquid, or you know, this, that, and this, and they take a lot of different things. So yes, hazmat can be lucrative. It depends on the direction you going for the most part. I hope that's helpful. It ain't too much I can say to this, man. I'm trying my best to try to see anything else I can answer, but man, that's really it, man. That's really it. Just go do your research. See if it's gonna be lucrative. Call the companies. You know, I can't do the research for you guys, and that's one of the things that I want to definitely put out here to let people know. It's not about me knowing everything. It's about just whatever industry you feeling like you need to go to, you need to do the research. So a lot of these questions is going to be answered when you start doing the research and you start actually coming up with a game plan and start calling around to these companies. Go get you a notebook. Don't be afraid. Go get you a notebook. Look, like this. Go get you a notebook like this. Open it up. Write the name of the company you thinking about going to, and ask them a million questions. Ask them about the pay. Ask them about the mileage. Ask them about, is it consistent route miles? Is it a route? Is it a dedicated? How much are you going to pay? Ask them everything that you possibly can. And you write it down. And then you will be able to have your question answered, because I don't know the answer to all the questions as far as like, what company does this? Is this company a good company? If I've never been with that company, I can't tell you. The only thing I can tell you is what I heard. So, you know, I don't know how far that would go. So I'm just hoping that that's helpful. You already know what it is. It's your boy Tunchi. If you don't want to end up in the box, think outside of it. YB. And thanks, Bill Horne. Thanks for reaching out, man. Anytime, man. Hit me up anytime. YB.
Drug dealing and killing is going on in my town. It don't take a killer to kill or a driller to drill. See, just being yourself is the definition of real.